Today's March 28th, 2026. My name's Daniel Belfiore, and I'm going to open up 2 boxes of the new DanDan Secret Layer, and I'm not playing them. I'm combining them, and then I'm selling them. The only thing I'm keeping is the islands, because in my opinion the islands are iconic, and those are going to be worth money in the long term. But I want to have a talk while I open this up about scalping, because there's a lot of issues going on. People, they have these jobs. Let me be frank. They have jobs making $150,000 a year, and then they see somebody like going to Walmart and like arguing with a guy about something on the shelf, and they make these videos like kind of ranking on them. And I understand nobody likes somebody like stealing products from children, but this, you had to stay online and get this product. You had to sit there and you had to wait online and like this check, and anybody could have did it. You could have did it multiple times like me. Anybody can do these things. Then you have these other group of people. They just they say, oh, I only wanted to buy one, I wanted to give other people a chance, because they allow you to buy 2, the maximum. I wanted to give people a chance. No, you didn't. You didn't want to spend the extra $100. Look, times are hard. I spent $1,500 on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Secret Layers, and I kind of like blew it all. Then they came with this, and I was even going to do, $1,200, another $1,200, but I said, let me just do whatever, 8 of them, and it comes out to a little under $1,000. That wasn't easy for me, and I'm the one who doesn't have a job. This is what I do, basically. I do other collectibles, like storage and estate type stuff, but that is not working out. Ever since 2020, things have changed. The game has changed. You got to make big money out here to even survive, and you really can't survive, I'll be honest with you. But I don't want to even get negative, because things are all actually really good. How I live life, I try not to think about all this fucking bullshit that everybody's putting us all through with the expenses. But it's all basically competition from college students and foreign workers. I mean, who else is it? What else is it? If we just had the Americans that were in the country before 2000, the year 2000, we wouldn't have this problem. We wouldn't have so much competition. But nowadays, everybody wants competition. You got college supremacy. You got gigantic unions. How are you supposed to live life? But the good news, I try to think about the good news. These cards, it's a little bit like Bitcoin with these cards. Everybody's piling into them, into the Magic the Gathering, the Pokemon, really. Growing up, I did Magic the Gathering first, then Pokemon came out. I watched the TV show growing up, but I wasn't into Pokemon collecting because it was a little lame compared to Magic the Gathering. We had all these creatures and monsters. Even to this day, I won't collect Pokemon because, and ever since Pokemon came out, they've been kicking Magic the Gathering's ass. Anyway, these are the DanDan cards. I'm going to sell all the DanDan fish. Basically, all of the cards I'm going to sell. And if people don't like it, you can kiss my ass on eBay. But you can look at my store first. Go to my store, Heirloom United, same as this handle here, and go look at my store. I'm keeping the islands. The islands are amazing. So I do speculate on the cards long term. I try to sell what I could to get my money back, at least now when they're popular. But then, I have the Ninja Turtle stuff. I'll make another video. But, I'm not going to really make any money on the Ninja Turtle stuff. I was hoping that was going to sell out, but they didn't sell out. They printed a bunch. So now this is really crazy, because nobody in their right mind opens up 2 boxes of these. I mean, I opened 3. I have another one. I did the video yesterday. But this is a beautiful product, I gotta say. I'm the Pisces. My name is Dan. I'm born on March 19th, so this came out like a couple of days before. How was I not going to buy this, you know? I had a chance to buy it, like I said, another 2 more. You never regret what you did. You only regret what you didn't do. So the key to the story is basically, if you have a feeling, just do it, you know, because you'll regret it. But that's always the case. Anyway, I can't just keep spending all my money. You know, there is a limit. You know, I don't have unlimited money. You know, I don't have college supremacy. Just like, you know, I don't have all these woke corporations. And what's best is that the people who are the college kids, they hate Trump. They hate all the things that are making them great. Meanwhile, they had like 0% interest rates. They had all these great jobs. They had COVID, helped them out. Meanwhile, here I'm just getting annihilated. But it don't matter because I'm always going to be selling collectibles. I'm always going to, basically, that's what I came to the conclusion for the next 40 years. If I can live till 80, I'm 43. I'm always going to show you the best collectibles that this world has to offer. And I'm just glad that I can buy a product while I'm going through this time of figuring things out, that I have these products here with Hasbro and Magic the Gathering that can, you know, allow me to make a buck while I'm basically doing the same exact thing with my regular business. So I'm appreciative of all this stuff. Anyway, that's my little rant. Now, you know, back to the art. This is by this artist, Kellogg's Loops. Okay? And he's just a very talented guy. And everybody loves his stuff. And I think that these cards are amazing. You can go find them on my eBay. Yeah, look, I'm going to mix them all together. A giant 2 decks of DanDan. This is like how scalpers piss off players, okay? Look, I'm mixing them all together. 2 decks. They'll all be, I'm getting attacked by the flies. All right. That's it. All gonna be sold. 2 DanDan decks plus another DanDan deck right on my eBay. Have a nice day.